everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and you are coming along with me for a weekend.
Woo!
Willie's excited. We are driving to our old hometown. Our old town. We have a wedding this weekend. We are going to spend some time with Theodore's godparents. Right, Theo? He's enjoying a ring pop. Mabel's back there. And, let's see, what am I reading? I am currently in the middle of a few books, and I'm maybe going to be taking some breaks from those books this weekend. I'm reading Bunny by Mona Awad, and I'm about halfway through and not understanding a thing. So I'm going to take a break from that this weekend, I think, to read some more exciting things. What's the time for, Theo? What else am I in the middle of? A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. Is that who it's by? I'm like 100 pages into that, and it's fine, but a little slow. So again, I think I'll be taking a break from that. Today, I started listening to A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. My first ever Sarah J. Maas. I'm probably about 50 pages in, and so I think I'll be reading that this weekend. And I have a few graphic novels that I would like to read this weekend too. What, buddy?
Cool.
Cool. So the ones I have are Lightfall and Cici's Journey. I got recommendations from both of those from Krista from Books and Jams, and I also think Lightfall from Jenny King here on YouTube. So I'll probably get through quite a few of those and be listening to A Court of Thorns and Roses as we drive, and I'll take you along for our fun little weekend getaway to southern Minnesota. We're driving on the river, the Mississippi River. Thanks for driving.
You're welcome.
Say bye, Theo. Hello, we have made it to our destination. I'm feeding Mabel, and we had barbecue for dinner, and some friends showed up that we hadn't seen in a long time. During COVID, we played trivia for, like a year and a half every Thursday night with a group of people, and one of the ladies is from Pennsylvania, and she showed up. She was here this weekend, oddly enough. So we are hanging out with friends and putting Mabel to bed, and then I'll go hang out with them for a little bit around a fire table. Maybe I'll get some footage of that. But on the way here, I was able to read 20 pages or so of A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's going well. It's kind of a bad book. I'm enjoying myself. So, yeah. That's where we're at reading-wise. Say hi, Mabel. Mabel is getting ready for a nap already. It is 12:20 on Saturday. And I don't think I've shown you much of this morning, but got up and had pancakes with our friends. And funny story, we slept in until 7 o'clock and we're like, wow, Theodore slept in, that's great. And we looked in his room and he wasn't in there. So we go upstairs. He was in our friend's room, in their bed, just cuddling with them for a whole hour. He had gone up there at 6 o'clock and we felt really bad, but they didn't care. So anyway, we had pancakes with them and then we went to a coffee shop in town playing Memory with my friend Maggie. We channeled our inner 3-year-olds and played Memory. Theodore didn't want to play with us, so we just played by ourselves. And Mabel was so cute. And reading wise, I have not read anything this morning. Last night I got to about page 100 in A Court of Thorns and Roses, and it's keeping me excited to read it. I didn't think I would like it just because it's fantasy, and I'm not super good at fantasy, but it's not like super high fantasy, I don't think. But I've also never read anything with fae, and I think the fact that it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling is maybe helping me out a little bit because I kind of know maybe what's going to happen. But I am enjoying it, to say the least. Mabel's about to go for a little nap, and Theodore's about to go for a nap, and then after the nap we'll head to our wedding. Right, Mabel? When she sucks her thumb, you know she's tired. So say good night. Good night. Say hi, Theodore. Theodore just woke up from a nap and he's a little tired, so he's gonna rest a little bit while we're on our way to the wedding. Are you gonna have a party, buddy? Let's go. Mabel. Good morning. It's 6:50. It was a rough night. Theodore had some sort of night terror. He was just crying for a whole hour. It feels terrible when he does that at a friend's house, but Anyway, we made it work. Yesterday, on the way to the wedding, I read Lightfall, The Girl and the Caldarian, and I finished it last night, and it is such a sweet novel about a girl, and her name is Bee, and Cad, this Caldarian, and they go on a quest to try to find her grandpa, who is a pig wizard, and it ends on a cliffhanger, and so I need to request the second book today. It's very, very sweet. It had beautiful artwork. I'm really glad I read it. And I think I'm about 100 pages in to A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's keeping me going. I think on our way back home today, we'll leave here around 1, I think. I will be listening to that on the way home, so should be good. I will update you next time I have something exciting to say. I also wanted to note, The Girl and the Caldarian, Lightfall, was such a good palette cleanser from A Court of Thorns and Roses that I think I might start Cici's Journal by Joyce Chamberlain and Lily Merritt. Got a little 8-month-old making lots of noise down here. But this one shouldn't take me too long. Another graphic novel, middle grade, and it's just good to read amongst some heftier books.
Beaver stopped chewing. Can I come too? There's not much room. It's a one-dog canoe. But with a flap and a swim, Beaver scrambled in.
So this is the kids' new swing set that we built the last couple of weeks. Theo and Mabel love to swing.
Almost done.
Almost done. Yeah, I think we have to put the stakes in, but there's a crow's nest up there for a telescope and the swings. Rock wall, which I built myself with my friend Melissa. 1 slide, 2 slides.
So do you think the company that made this is sponsored?
Maybe. And a ladder right here. And this is the chair that I do all my reading in. We thought maybe we'd put a sandbox underneath, but not this year. Look at you, Theo. You're such a big boy. You want me to move? Oh, okay, I will do that. I'm in his way, but I'm gonna keep reading. Let's do a quick little update. We are home now from our weekend away, and the kids kind of slept on the way home, so I kind of got to read. I read halfway through of Cici's journal by Joyce Chamberlain. I think they're French, Champlain and Aurélie Néret. I didn't realize it took place in France, but I think it does. They're like at a cafe right now, and it says Chez Paul, and it says like tapas du jour, which is French. So I didn't realize it took place in France, but that's kind of cool. It's sweet. It's like, I don't know, I'm waiting for like the big remarkable tear-jerking moments, so we'll see if those happen. Anyway, the rest of the day should just be lazy. I don't even know what we're gonna have for dinner. Should probably figure that out, or I might just read. Neil just went down for a nap. Theo is outside with Willie finishing up the playground, and I'm gonna sit on the couch and read. The possums liked to hang upside down, but hanging upside down gave PJ a headache. So PJ said, I don't want to be a bear or a bird or a beaver or a possum. What I really want is to be a bunny. So PJ hurried home. The funny bunnies were very happy to see him. PJ was very happy to see them. Oh my goodness. Hey, don't eat that book. That night, PJ ate all his carrots and played with every one of his brothers and sisters. I like being a bunny. And I'm glad I'm not a bear or a bird or a beaver or a possum. And say good night. It's 7:30 on Sunday night, and I just finished Cici's journal, and I found out when I put it into Goodreads that it was originally written in French, translated to English, I think. I hope I'm right on that. Anyway, my husband and I are going to play some Tetris on his new PS5 for a little bit. That's the only game I will play on PS5. And so I will play it with him for a little bit, and then I'll probably read for the rest of the night. Likely A Court of Thorns and Roses, because my library loan on my Kindle is up tomorrow, August 15th. So I need to read as much of it as I can. I'm also listening to it, and that's on Scribd, so that's okay. I can listen to it, but it's nice to follow along. So I'll be playing some Tetris, reading A Court of Thorns and Roses, and eating my freezy. I'm gonna close out the vlog here, sitting in my car before I walk into work at 7:40 on Monday morning. I got to about page 120 in A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and I am intrigued. It's not like making me want to pick it up every 2 seconds, but it's still interesting, and I think I'll enjoy it in the long run. We'll see. It's my first Sarah J. Maas, and I wanna give it a solid try. Then the other books I read were Lightfall, The Girl in the Calderian. I can't remember who it's by. It's in my bag back there, and I'm not gonna get it. And I read Cici's Journey, both middle grade graphic novels, and they were both very good. I gave them each 4 stars. I lost my library hold on A Court of Thorns and Roses, so I'll just have to listen to that one until hopefully a physical copy comes in at the library. I did put a hold on it there too, so we'll see. But I overall had a really good weekend, a very tiring weekend. I have a headache now this morning just from lack of sleep. Got some good reading done, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for the journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.